Alright, we're here with another unboxing video for X-Wing. Today we're going to hit the TIE Interceptor. Go ahead.
Thanks, Chris. The TIE Interceptor represents the most powerful mass-produced fighter that the Empire has at its disposal. You look at its stats on the six cards from the expansion pack, which matches the TIE Fighter. 6 pilots to choose from, starting with your lowest pilot skill all the way to your highest pilot skill. Points go up accordingly. And you'll notice right off the bat, it's more powerful. It rolls 1 more attack dice, which puts it right on par with an X-Wing for the damage that it can deal. So the TIE Fighter is no longer a little weak compared to the X-Wing. The TIE Interceptor has all the benefits of the TIE Fighter and builds on it to give it even more power with that 1 more attack dice. If you'll notice on these pilot cards, there's 1 more pilot ability, or rather action, on the action bar here that this particular ship can do. Focus. Well, basically it's all the same upgrades as all the TIEs to this point, TIE Fighter and TIE Advanced, but it does add this called Boost. Boost is an action. If you look at the reference card here that it also gives you, explains how it works. So you would do it in place of a focus, or an evade, or a barrel roll, as you can see on the card here. You get to move your TIE a little bit farther, choosing the 1-inch template out of the maneuver templates, and move your ship 1 more, either straight forward, left bank, or obviously yes, left bank, or right bank, not a turn. Depends on the pilot with the upgrade that they can possibly turn. Now, some pilots, as we'll get to in a second here, can see they do really well with boost, and they're kind of designed to work around it. We'll start with the top. Look at the leader of the 181st, which is in the Imperial Navy, Baron Sunterfell, or just Sunterfell. And he is represented by 9 pilot skill, which ties Darth Vader, Han Solo, and Wedge Antilles for the highest attack in the game, or pilot skill rather. He's 27 points to field, and he has an amazing ability where when he receives a stress token, whether it's doing a hard turn, a red turn where he turns around 180 degrees, or a possible upgrade, which makes him do a red maneuver, he gets to take a focus token to his ship. So typically when you do a red maneuver, you lose your action and can't focus or evade. Well, in this case, Sunterfell will still get to focus regardless. As you can see, he's a unique pilot, referenced with a dot on there, as well as elite, where you can take an elite upgrade. In this pack, exclusively to the TIE Interceptor, you see Daredevil, and this card seems to be made for Sunterfell. As his action, after he makes his maneuver, he can do a red maneuver, hard left or hard right. Now, being a red maneuver, he'll take a focus token right off the bat. If you can put Daredevil on anyone, but if they don't have boost, which all TIE Interceptors do have boost, you have to roll for damage, and you can possibly hurt your ship by running it too hard. The other upgrade card is Elusiveness, which you can also find in the Millennium Falcon upgrade expansion pack, where when defending, as you can read here, the defender, which would be possibly Sunterfell or Turfanier for the TIE Interceptors, forces the attacker to re-roll an attack die. Then you take a stress token. Well, the stress token goes right along with Baron Fell's ability to get a focus. So you take a stress token and you take a focus, which you can use to possibly hit or evade when you roll your attack dice or evade dice during your turn. Looking at the maneuver dial, I could show you, but I'll go ahead and do the table here. See an awful lot of green on the TIE Interceptor's maneuver dial. Everything they do at speed 2 is green. So all the stress you're going to accumulate with Daredevil or choreographed turns at speed 3, and again, the only ship other than the A-Wing, speed 5, can turn around 180 degrees, will be cleared relatively quick because of all the green maneuvers on this particular dial. Again, you get an expansion pack content list in case your cards get separated and you want to put it back as if you bought it. And then you look at all your tokens. You have your standard fare numbers to differentiate non-unique ships, your critical hit, evade, focus, and then the pilot ability cards. Again, like the TIE Advanced, you have uniques on one side and non-uniques on the back side. again, the TIE Interceptor is really the best ship right now that the Empire can use to counter the power of the X-Wing. Looking at the special abilities of the unique pilots, you'll see some interesting things. If you're familiar with the rules, you'll notice that any pilot skill that is the same when they attack each other, say for example a 5 versus a 5 or a 9 versus a 9, the attacks happen simultaneously. So if a ship takes enough damage to go away and be destroyed in the combat, it still gets a parting shot to try and deal damage to its attacker. Well, Fel's Wrath makes that happen against any ship in the combat. As you can read his game text here, when his number of damage cards equals or exceeds his hull, which like all TIE fighters is 3, he's not destroyed until the end of the combat phase. So, provided Fel's Wrath can get a shot at another legal target during the combat, he can get one more shot in before he's gone. Turfineer is another elite pilot, as you can see here by his ability to take an elite skill upgrade. He flies at a 7 pilot skill, which is very good. And his special ability is also very, very powerful. After he attacks, he can perform a free boost or barrel roll action, which is terrific because it can take you out of the arc of an attacking player. So he can zoom in and he can boost to get into a position to shoot. He'll make his shot and barrel roll out. Or, well, you can't do the two identical actions in the same turn, so he couldn't boost twice or barrel roll twice, but one or the other to try and get himself out of the arc. There are many combos you can use now with the elite pilot skill cards to try and take advantage of his pilot skill. Looking back up the rest of the non-uniques, you see the numbers just kind of go down from there, matching the lowest pilot skills of the TIE Advanced and the TIE Fighter. You have the Alpha Squadron, which is the least expensive of the TIE Interceptors, which they all, like I said before, they all come with boost. So you do have the ability to add a little extra oomph to your maneuver after every turn. Basically, you're moving 6. There is no 6 maneuver template, but by adding boost, you get to go that much farther and you can engage your enemy that much faster. So rounding out the Imperials, like I said before, the TIE Interceptor is one of the most powerful ships the Imperial player can field, and it definitely will give X-Wings a run for their money in this wonderful game of space combat.
Okay, I cannot defend that.